Well, we don't know when to call it a day, do we?
No, you're eager now. You were just getting going, weren't you? And you were like, let's do a second one. So
We've come up to Waterfront and we're going to be playing the 9 holes here.
Yep.
In our second episode where I'm trying to get a YouTube golf handicap.
Yep.
And,
so what we're going to score? Or what are you going to score?
Well, we did say we were going to have a guess at what we were going to score before we teed off. It's par 35 this front 9.
Right.
And
have a look. 'Cause I've never played it, so...
Well, we shot 2 over at Rotherham and I weren't so good, were I?
I think you can go level par.
I'm going to go level.
No, I'm going to go 1 over. Not
1
to doubt
over.
me, yeah.
I'm going to go 35. I'm warmed up.
Right.
You know, why not? So I'm going to go 35, level.
Go on then.
It's booming up here, isn't it?
We've just been in par and it's vibrant. It's just...
Tuesday afternoon. If you've not been up here, they've got a Trackman driving range.
Yeah.
It's not too far from us, is it?
No, they do good food. I mean, I've used range a lot. I've never
Yeah.
played course, but yeah, I've been up.
We're looking over there. We'll show you some overlays,
Yeah.
but
booming,
yeah,
isn't it?
perfect little sort of
Good little
place
setup
to
if you
start
look.
golf. Oh, it's not a good strike, Dan. It's a good job it's straight. That's all it's got going for it. Just had a big lunch, haven't we?
We have.
We'll blame that one.
Am I alright to change my prediction?
Right, so a lot further out than we wanted. We've got 150 into a stiff breeze.
So what you got?
This is Chris Dennis's home club, isn't it?
It is.
He'll be laughing, thinking like, what's he doing here? It's a 6 iron into first.
He'll think you hit lob wedge off first.
Is he at lob wedge? I'm going to hit a 6 down because it's quite a stiff breeze there. Come on, let's get a good start. It's a good strike. Stay there. Go on.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
So what do you think? Pretty straight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Might die a bit at end, but I think with that line firm, you're about there.
Right. It's been nice to get this one off to a good start. Oh, that were nice. To hit a solid putt.
Perfect. Keep me at Baggett's caddy, we'll be fine.
This is a really long par 4 into this wind,
I mean, this
442.
wind is not helping.
It looks 642, doesn't it? With that flag.
And then with wind.
It's just pretty much into, isn't it? I think. That's better.
Sharp.
Do you know what I think I need to focus on today?
Just hitting more of them.
He's keeping, I don't know, he's keeping that hip down and this shoulder, like, so I'm coming in and I'm not getting on outside.
I mean, that was lovely. It's a long way.
All we know it's a long way, don't we?
With that wind, it's not reachable.
So it's about 200?
No, it's more than that.
What hole? 442?
Yeah, but that wind, that looks 220-ish to me. And then you've got this wind, which feels like a 2-club wind to me.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm saying this, but...
The par 4 or par 5?
Par 4. I'm thinking of potentially in a freewood into it for my second shot.
Honestly, I think, well, yeah, you need it.
I mean, I'm thinking if I hit an hybrid, the only problem with that is it's going to balloon a bit.
It's going to go high and you're not going to get there.
You keep an eye on this one for us. I'm going to grip down it a bit. It's kind of more, not a full freewood, but just more of a, you know, ball flight. If I can keep it low.
Slight one in.
I'm glad I parked first now. not going near them, is it?
Try him. I mean, that still looked well short, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah. Honestly, I think that wind.
I thought this were a newer golfer's golf course. It's brutal.
Yeah, this wind, I mean, this must be playing over 500 yards today.
I'll tell you what, it's a good challenge for anybody. You don't need to be a newer golfer to play here.
No.
It looks quite a long way right, but you know when you've got that left on,
yeah, you didn't want it, that's game over, isn't it?
It's quite easy to bail out of it on like, must have been 230 yards short.
And your score's gone, isn't it?
Yeah. This is where I've struggled, isn't it, really?
Come on, bit of positivity.
I think I got a bit sort of rigid at Rotherham. I need to just let the club go a little bit. That's better. That's a better strike. I don't care that it's short, I'm just happy I've struck it well.
I agree. What we're saying, a bit of right to left.
Yeah, because I'm aiming firm, I'm kind of not sort of going too far outside. Oh, I think I'm just on right edge.
Go on then. Yeah, great putt. Good up and down. Won't be many pars on here today.
I think that's the hardest par 4 we're going to play. Tight, aren't these holes? 322.
I'm glad I'm not teeing off here.
Stroke index 15.
Really?
Imagine being a 15 handicapper.
That looks daunting a bit, that,
it's
doesn't it?
322, it looks 422, doesn't it?
Well, it's inset wind and you've got to slot it through that gap. No pressure.
It's like one of them holes I'd love to hit an iron, but then I know I'm not going to get there for my second.
If it weren't windy today, you'd hit a 4-iron, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, yeah. I think I'm going to have to hit a 3-wood. Just because I feel I've got a bit more control with that than a driver. And again, just work on ball flight, making good contact. Yes,
That's
it's
so
away.
good.
Straight at it, innit?
Yeah, I mean, wind's going to kill it, but it's so good.
Do you know what I'm laughing in my head? I was thinking, I shouldn't have been thinking about this. I can't wait to see that par 3 course Frank's made. if this is their sort of 9-hole course, that par 3 is going to be brutal, isn't it?
I mean, that's a random swing thought when you...
It'll be like Augusta. It's not actually as long as it looked, is it?
No.
That brow of the hill off the tee, it definitely made it look a lot longer the hole. You couldn't actually see full fairway, could you? But once you get up here...
I mean, that, keep saying about that when you've still lost 60 yards, haven't you, with wind?
Got about 100.
Yeah, we've made a bit of a boob, haven't we? We've come out without a laser.
Yeah, so we are
we are
playing
guesstimating.
I
So
think
what are you in this, about 110?
Well, I've got my pitching wedge.
Little 3/4 one.
It's like ball flight control
Yeah,
pitching wedge, innit? You know what I mean?
I think 110's your number.
I'm just going to try to keep it down. I like it if it's the right distance.
Yeah, nice shot.
It's not great, isn't it? But it's alright. I'll tell you what I have noticed, playing somewhere like, well, I've only played here once, I think, my entire life. My concentration's far better.
Yeah, because you don't know it.
I need to put this same amount of concentration into playing rounds of golf at places that I know. No. It was never online. We are obviously playing winter golf still in UK, and I think I hit a bit of debris off someone's shoe, which I didn't see. I should have been more vigilant.
Still, level par.
Yeah.
Talk us through this one then.
Well, designer of this course were either Scottish or Devil, because this is a monster.
I'm going to pan this camera around and it doesn't even do it justice.
Into wind.
It does not do it.
It's like a funnel.
How is it not stroking next one?
207 uphill. What stroke index is it?
3, I think it said.
Sorry, I'll cut this bit.
Can't cut it.
I'm just
This is Gaz
thinking.
deciding.
I'm just thinking. I mean, a good hybrid. Yeah, a good hybrid.
It's
gets
a good
there, doesn't
hybrid.
it?
I think, although it looks far, I think to the top
Yeah.
of them umps it's not as far as you think.
Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to club it based on how it looks
Yeah.
instead of clubbing it on the distance.
If you look at that ump on left, it's not
yeah.
actually too
If we say
bad.
it's 210 into wind, this goes 230. It's the right club, isn't it?
Oh, have you gone 3 wood?
No, I've got hybrid.
Whoosh.
Ah, it's right. Hopefully.
I
this-
assume it's alright though.
Well,
but
we don't know, do we? Shall I get a provisional?
You can in case, yeah.
Because we don't actually know. There's like
I would assume it opens up there.
I would. There's 2 like little trees and it's
Yeah.
like over them. But just to be
I
sure.
didn't mind flight. Flight were actually what you want on here.
I wouldn't fancy coming back, put it that way.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's all bloody trouble left.
There isn't anything left. That same shot, but.
Well, if there's nothing left, I'm aiming like left half at green here.
Oh no.
Because I'm going against what I actually do. So I'm scared of trouble on left. That's better.
Yeah, wind's got it though, look at that. Do you know what, it was actually a good shot.
It's better though.
Yeah.
But that's like the shape that I generally try and hit this. Dan's just mentioned a good point. Is what was my official handicap. Well, we've just moved on to IG at Rotherham, and on World Handicap Index, it's like, it's not plus, it's 0.2.
Yep.
So around Rotherham, I think that gets me 1 shot, I believe.
Right.
So you could almost say playing handicaps around 1. But I don't know what, obviously, I'm not a modern day golf, so it's all new to me, this new handicap system. When I used to play amateur golf, you know, we're always sort of around about a 3 handicap.
Yep.
Then I did my PGA, and I feel like since doing my PGA, although I play less frequently now, I do know I'm more experienced at golf. And when I'm really playing regular golf, I'm playing like 5-6 times a week, I'm on holiday, I play lower golf than what I could play as an amateur. And I just don't get that chance very much to play, but I think this is a year, isn't it, Dan?
I hope so, we keep saying it, but we're going to get in some competitions, aren't we?
And I think this is fantastic. Whoever's come up with this idea of a YouTube handicap to get YouTubers probably like getting competitive against each other, I think it's fantastic and certainly inspired me, because to see myself not on there, I was quite disappointed really.
Yep.
But that's down to me not creating content playing wise, which is, you know, obviously what we got into golf for, it's to play, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the amount of views I get on playing vlogs has led us into doing more sort of club stuff. But hopefully we get some support, some views, and this series kicks off a bit with some matches.
I'm going to turn the camera off now and try and get up this hill.
Yeah.
So we thought it opened up.
I'm knackered. It's a difficult one this, because you'll not see, but above you there's a few branches. So I've got to keep it low over a short distance. We're not much room to back either. I'm going to hit a 50, Dan, try and land it like just short green or just up front. And
Yeah, you've got a good 30 foot of
Have I?
green.
Let me have a look.
I mean, honestly, even if you went past a little bit.
Yeah, true. You're right, I'm glad I've come up and had a look at that, because there's a bit more room to work with.
Yeah, I wouldn't be scared of sort of landing it up front.
Sit. Has it gone through?
It's just run off.
Not really what I wanted, is it? But at least I'm striking them well, you know.
Yeah, it nipped up nice. He just carried it a tad too far.
I feel better than when I was at Rotherham and I was sort of finning him. Not very
Tricky out of them smelly lies.
Not very flattering. I think though, if we looked at the first 4 holes as a total,
Yep.
I didn't know how difficult they were going to be actually.
No, you're not going to get, like I said, playing 500 yard par 4.
I think we've got a bit of like wind behind us now, so that's a chance to cruise a bit on these next few. There might be 1 extra hole we've got to play into wind, but that's all I can remember.
Good putt.
I'm not too disappointed.
What is it, 500 and...
Yeah, there's actually a red flag, can you see it? I think
yeah.
pylon is your line.
Front pylon, yeah. Pylon all right, I assume left's no good. And we're downwind.
Yeah, we're going to give this one a ride. It says only par 5, 499. I think the only place, I mean, you don't want to be left or right here, but I think I remember playing here, and if you pull it left, you're not great.
I mean, we've just come up on that right, so I assume if you did go right, it's better than left.
Yeah.
Pylon.
I'm tempted to hit at the red flag, but with a tad of fade. Or do you know what? I might hit till aim at them bushes and try and fade it off them.
As long as you've got a plan in your mind rather than not knowing what you're going to hit.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to aim left at pylon and try to make sure I fade it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's away.
At bushes, fade onto the pylon.
It's not my best strike if I'm going to be telling the truth. It's a bit out at bottom, but it's one you take every day where you can hit.
Well, you might have lost 20 yards, but your line's absolutely perfect.
Yeah. So we've
just had a 5-minute conversation on what to do.
Yeah, we've got to. Do you know what? You've just made a great point though, because Dan plays a lot of golf with me, and he said in these last couple of 9 holes, what he's noticed is that I'm going through more of a process and thinking about what shot I'm going to hit rather than just I'm discussing it. I'm being open. I'm visualising things better. So where flag is, there's a little pylon on right. We're going to aim in that window because wind's off the right, and we know we can get over that first bunker.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like you can just pummel it on that line and let the wind bring it in. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But
it's not a bad miss if not.
No. And we're going hybrid because we want to get it up in the air. We don't want to sort of be knocking a 3 wood down or anything. So basically just a full send hybrid. Hit it, wind now. Hit it. It's going to be at right edge at green, that I think. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, Dan. I was trying to look through the camera.
I think it's pretty much on line with pylon. But wind didn't hit it as much as we wanted, did it?
It's not bad though.
One of them though, wet bunkers, in my draw, it's difficult to commit aiming more middle at green, but I think I'm going to play a 7, Dan, just roll it down there. Come on. Get in.
Then. Go on then.
Oh. It looked nice for a minute, didn't it?
Looked nice, I thought it were in.
Someone got a bit of stick, didn't they, for lining up, on tour, checking feel.
Always do it. Like every putt counts.
I know.
I missed one the other day, honestly, in a competition. It was 3 foot because I paid no attention.
I blow my head off when I'm missing them in a midweek medal, so imagine what they're like when they play for that kind of money.
Yeah, well done.
Did you see that?
He jumped on a...
He did a 360.
But back to levels.
Back to level, yeah. Summer's definitely on its way, Dan.
I mean, this ladder is brave.
He's ready for it, isn't he?
Fair play.
He is ready. 49 downwind.
149.
I'm thinking 9.
Wind help him.
Thinking 9 downwind, you know. Hey up.
Yeah, go on, I'll trust you 9 then.
It's like Jurassic Park down there. It's got to be, bud. I wouldn't be going 8 downwind. Sit now. Fucking hell.
There were plenty of club. I'm glad you didn't go 8.
We don't want no trouble, guys. We're just passing through. There's one thing I'd say. I don't know why it takes me to make a mistake to remember things, but when I was playing like competitive golf, I'd never hit a full shot downwind like that. Yeah. And I'm just like walking down there thinking, what am I doing? Like,
good 30 yards long.
You know, you never ever get the ball up into air downwind. You knock it down.
So how are you going to play this now back into wind? Do you like to get it higher now with wind or still roll it?
I'm thinking more about just the landing area a little bit. I'm not trying to knock it down too much. On such a short shot, I don't think he's got the opportunity to sort of get too much out of control. I mean, I'm just thinking about striking it well, if I'm being honest.
Come on, you hit some good shots there.
Go on.
Oh.
Not bad.
Are you not happy with that?
I should be doing better, to be honest. I think I'm happy with strike, but I'm just fed up of dropping. It's not that shot I'm bothered about, it's this one really. Yeah. I shouldn't be.
I just thought with where you tutted, I mean, I thought
I know.
6 foot, 7 foot from there were pretty good.
It's it. Yeah, back to 1. I've definitely learnt more about my game in this last couple of 9 holes than I probably have in the last 2 years, because when your main focus is just playing golf, it's different, doesn't it?
Thinking your way around.
Thinking my way around, yeah. I'm not just thinking of talking about new golf clubs. It's going to be another one of them fades, I think. So I'm going to tee it down a little bit. It might be a bit of a sort of like punchier ball flight, but I'm going to go over this sort of right hand side red marker.
Where that pylon is and then fade it off.
Yeah. Fade. Fade.
I think it's alright, isn't it?
It's not really faded much, has it?
I mean, it were arrow straight, which is not always a bad thing. So we think we've got about 160 into wind?
Yeah, sort of 150 into it, around about 150. So we're going to hit like a knockdown 7.
Yeah, because the wind is hurting.
It's not really one to attack this, is it? I think it's just sort of get your par and move on.
I think starting it somewhere on pin and letting it drift a bit.
Yeah. Hit it now, wind. It's a perfect line. It's towering over top at flag. It's all right, isn't it?
It looks all right to me.
Pin high, left edge at green. I thought we were going to bring that in a bit more.
Well, you were going to hit 8.
All right.
Would you say I'm best caddy on YouTube?
I would actually. I'd genuinely, and Sam Smith would as well, wouldn't he?
What we got, about 30 foot?
Yeah. It could be one where I have said in previous video I'm trying to all everything, but
no, this is a 2-putt and go.
Yeah, not having played this course before, I'm not feeling that confident. I just want to get the weight dead. Steady. Oh, could have at least get it a bit more. Do you get shy though when you try to lag them, do you think?
You can do. It's difficult this time of year as well, isn't it? They've obviously had maintenance work, they're
Yeah.
slow, and
I've never took so much time on short putts, have I?
tricky with wind.
This is definitely the green light.
It's known as green light. It looks wide,
Have
it's
a
downwind.
Tee this one up high.
Is this tee iron?
Yeah.
Let it fly.
Lean ball backwards, get line back to remember to hit up on it.
What's your starting line?
What wind's off right, isn't it? I'm going to probably aim at that like green.
There's like them
right
trees in distance.
Yeah, right edge at bunker.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much just left at flag, innit? I think I got a little bit of draw even though I was trying to play a fade. But I think sometimes I strike it out at toe, you know.
It looked like such a weird ball flight.
Like a bit dippy.
Very dipper. Looks about 160, 170 wind behind.
Right. I'm going to hit him right off at green. Miles short, innit?
I mean, I think you struck that RR strike him.
God's sake. Just did one for practice. Right, hang on. There, and then back down. That's better. I don't think I've been picking it.
No, what?
I'm one over, aren't I?
You're only one over.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like I'm, you know, if I was
right.
to go two over, I feel like I've kind of learnt a bit from last round. I should be doing better, but I suppose it's been a bit tougher, hasn't it?
It's definitely not been easy. I'd love to rib you, but
Don't be shy on this one. Sorry. Better.
chop.
I stood a bit closer to it then, Dan. Another thing I've not been doing. Stood too far away, not standing it vertical enough.
Good putt. Very good. 420 downwind.
Yeah.
So do we just peel a bit to the right?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much. Yeah, I think it's that tree line that splits first, isn't it? So I think you want to be more favouring right, really.
I feel like this is set up for you.
Same tee shot as last would work. It'll work. Left half fading.
Yeah?
Just off that mound, weren't it?
Looks alright to me. What are we saying, about 140?
Yeah. I think it's like a controlled 9.
I think that might be too much.
I don't want it like a big wedge though.
Yeah.
I think if I control a 9, keep it under wind.
I
If
think
I
one thing
control a
we've
wedge, it's
learned,
not going to get
never
here.
to forget laser again.
Let me gut instinct.
Go on then. Just make it be known that I'm saying wedge, yeah? It is a smelly lie, to be fair.
You don't want to throw it up in air, out of control.
like that. Any good?
Yeah.
Lovely. Stand corrected.
I'm stuck between a rock and an hard place because I don't want to race it.
You just get your 2-putt.
I know. Get in. Oh,
Love to see it.
you were right. I'll take that though. And do you know, I've learnt a lot about my game in this 9 holes. That's more important to me.
Them conditions and them, they're not an easy 9 holes, them, as you've seen.
I'm taking away a few points. I've not been chipping stud vertical and close. I've been way too far away with my hands low. So standing taller, heel up off floor, close when I'm doing my pitching. I think that's why we're duffing them at Rotherham. I think definitely took away visualising stuff more off the tee. And last point is not hitting full shots downwind.
Yep.
Not losing control at ball. Yeah. So that's the second round in this series, trying to get a YouTube golf handicap. I don't actually know how many rounds you need.
I think it is 8.
It's 8 rounds.
I think it's your best 8, yeah, so you need at least 8.
Oh, right, so it's like the proper World
Yeah.
Handicap Index then. Right, well, another 6 rounds to go. Let's see if we get that leaderboard. Guys, I hope you're enjoying these videos. Obviously, I'm learning a lot about my game, and I hope you watching at home, it might, you know, I think some of these points will relate to you. You know, you might pick up and think, oh, I'm so too far away when I'm pitching. So, yeah, learning a lot about, or remembering a lot about the things I used to do when I was playing competitively. And honestly, these last 2 9 holes, Dan, I have learnt more about my game in the last 2 years doing YouTube videos.
I think it comes down to bad habits. You get into bad habits, don't you? And I do it myself. You just pick up things and you don't always see it.
Yeah, and the timing, guys, you won't know this, but the timing couldn't come any better. I'm playing with the best amateur golfer in Yorkshire on Monday in a 2020 event, and Chris Hansen, who were a playing professional at European Tour. So I think, you know, they always said, don't they, if you play with better players, it makes you better. So, but I don't want to embarrass myself at the same time.
You're going to be fine.
So yeah, that's going to be on camera as well on their channel, which I don't know what they've named it actually. But obviously I'll share that on social media, and hopefully them rounds will count, won't they?
Yeah.
So that's 18 holes of golf,
definitely.
and they're filming. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying the series. I'm not sure where we're going to be off to next. I need an invite from you guys. Dan's on holiday next week. So yeah, where we're going to be, let me know. Get in the comments. Can you get me on? Are we allowed to film at your golf course? And that green's going to be on, you know, that kind of thing. And let's get a game next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.